Hey guys, what's going on, and welcome back to Naval Ops Commander. Last time we redesigned our destroyer to have more weapons and another boiler to make up for the speed that would have been lost in the extra weight. But yeah, we've got more weapons on our destroyer, which is always good, and we are ready to do the first mission. Sink 2 enemy destroyers. I think we can do that. Probably.
We have reports that the enemy is constructing a harbor facility in the neighboring area. The very existence of that facility is a knife pointed at the throat of our country. There does not appear to be a defensive fleet protecting the site. Perhaps they are not yet aware of us. We cannot let this chance pass. We must destroy that facility. The enemy force is composed of a few destroyers and transports. However, we anticipate small torpedo boats also stationed in the area.
Probably.
Our ships will need to be outfitted with interception capabilities, such as machine guns. From its position, we believe they are also planning to create an aerial defense perimeter.
Oh goody.
It is possible that our forces could encounter a carrier fleet en route to deployment.
This is something about this game that didn't really happen so much in Warship Gunner 1. There will be missions like this one here. This is the very first mission, and they're already talking about carriers. There will be missions like this quite a bit in just the first few missions of this game where you're really just better off doing the mission at the bare minimum and then getting the heck out of there, because a carrier is going to tear you apart at this level. We might try and go after it. I don't know. We'll probably try. We'll give it a try, but there are going to be things that you just have to come back and do later with a better ship. That'll happen pretty often, so keep that in mind.
Captain, what are your orders?
Kill him, of course, always. Attack, charge. Yep, we want to take this, and we got our light destroyers, and that's all we got. I wonder, do I have enough money to buy another destroyer? I wonder if I do. Let's go find out. Let's see. Depot? Yeah.
Depot?
Escort.
Nope,
I can't do the thing where you press up and down. Doesn't work there. Oh.
Oh.
Well, I can't afford many of those, but I can afford one of them. AA destroyer.
You know what?
Let's bring an A destroyer, because then we will actually have a chance
Against
the carrier. 12cm high angle guns, 25mm machine guns, 7.7mm machine guns, and depth charges. I don't think there are subs in this mission, but I don't remember. Like I said, this is going to be a mostly blind playthrough. I don't remember most of this game that I actually played, and I didn't get too far into it either, so skip the briefing because we already heard it. Select escorts. Go to this slot here and grab our AA destroyer. We can't? Okay, well, we're going to have to sacrifice one of these guys, I guess. There we go. Now we can take this guy. That seems worth it to me. Yep. We definitely want that AA destroyer. And he has 12cm high angle guns, so he's still going to be good at dealing with everything else. Ships and shore batteries or whatever else. Shore-based installations. I've not had another issue with the capture black screening yet, which is nice. The hard part is that it black screens in the capture and in what you guys see, but it doesn't black screen on my TV, so if I'm not checking that preview window constantly, I'll miss it. Which one's this is defensive, right? Ring formation?
Signal all ships! Move to ring formation!
Let's do that. So yeah, the little radar that you get down there is honestly more useful than the minimap by quite a bit. So yeah, I think radar will actually probably end up being one of my favorite systems in this game just because of its utility. It's not as useful in the other games, of course, but here it could be monumental. Oh, transports. Oh, you're all going down. I'm going to sink all of you.
Enemy fleet sighted!
Oh boy.
Enemy ship sunk!
Those kind of look like cruisers. Yep, cruiser. Oh yeah, another thing. Loot boxes in this game, incredibly difficult to pick up, because you have to hit them directly, and guess what? Your camera is always stuck like this. So yeah, trying to hit little crates like that directly, not easy, to say the least.
Full speed ahead.
Let's go this direction, chase down these transports. Oh, thing about survivors in this game. More than just giving you points, now they actually heal your ship a little bit every time you pick up survivors. So they're kind of like little miniature health packs, and if your allies pick them up, it heals your allies instead of you. Which can be slightly annoying sometimes, but yeah, it's not too bad. And much like the crates, you have to get... well, the crates you do have to hit directly, but for the survivors you have to get very, very close. Torpedoes in this game, you're better off just dodging them yourselves. Because your machine guns are not very good at dealing with them, intercepting them, as it were. Not anything like they were in Warship Gunner, and especially not Warship Gunner 2. So, for torpedoes, you're better off just getting around them yourself. Like so. There we go, we sunk 2 enemy destroyers.
Enemy ship sunk.
And of course we're going to stick around for a little bit and see what else there is to do, but yeah. You drop a crate or anything? Nope. Okay. I know what you're all thinking right now. Hey Lanubia, I thought you said this game was hard. Well, I mean, obviously it's not going to be that hard right at the beginning, but you just wait until we're fighting battleships and everything. Then it will get hard very quickly. Got some stuff over here to deal with. There are secondary objectives too. Port installations, 3 enemy cruisers, so there is extra stuff to do. I'm gonna put my guys back in line formation, or vertical rather, just so that they don't hopefully get stuck on as much stuff.
Ahead slow. Full speed ahead.
Oh, apparently, yeah, you do have fuel in this game. I've never once run out of fuel, but I haven't played this game a whole lot either. Anyways, so... I don't know how much of an issue that's going to be. I hope it doesn't... Because that would just be plain old annoying. I'm assuming it doesn't stop you completely, but it probably just... I'm assuming it just, like, slows you down a lot when you run out. Which would be really annoying. But, yeah. Like I said, I haven't played this game enough to actually know what happens when that goes all the way down.
Full speed ahead. Ahead slow. Cut all engines.
Oh, something else I should mention. Pressing X in this game is just your regular, like, shoot at whatever you're aiming at. But if you press circle, it actually makes your cannons fire higher than they would otherwise. See how they kind of exploded in midair there? As much as this looks like a 2D game, you have to remember that it is 3-dimensional, and you can fire in basically all directions. So, if you're shooting at aircraft or whatever, definitely be trying to hit circle instead of X to fire,
Reverse engines.
so that you can get much more effective AA strikes.
Full speed ahead.
I'm not as fast as these little PT boats. That's okay, because they usually come to me, like so. There we go.
Enemy ship sunk.
I think these are the cruisers right here in front of us.
Enemy
Sure
ship
are.
sunk.
Let's get them.
Full speed ahead.
Turn. Your torpedoes apparently are auto-fire in this game, it looks like, which is nice. Apparently also your friendly torpedoes cannot hit you, which is also nice. There's a health crate right there, but I don't need it just yet.
Full speed ahead.
I'm actually doing pretty well on health here, considering I'm fighting cruisers and stuff. I anticipate that the missions will take much longer in this game than they did in Warship Gunner or Warship Gunner 2, so... Because we're already at 10 minutes, and we didn't spend a whole lot of time at the dock, so... Oh, also the mash up to go faster thing, that doesn't work anymore. That wasn't a thing in this game. Not like it was in Warship Gunner 1. So, when I pick up these survivors here, there's the carrier. When I pick up these survivors here, watch my health very carefully, and you see that it goes up just a little bit. It just gets restored just a little. But every little bit helps, especially in this game, so... We want to... Well, okay, there we go. This is one of the hardest parts, is, like, figuring out where you are sometimes. Yep, my teammate pick up... my escort should pick up that survivor. Oh, I hate these PT boats. They're so difficult to kill because you can't chase them down, or at least I can't. That was my ship. Come back here and allow me to shoot at you. There you go. Come back. Come back. Oh, okay, so you see on the radar there are yellow dots now? Yellow dots are aircraft. So my, there we go. My AA destroyer is about to come in much more handy than he already was. Oh boy. Ooh. I almost got that torpedo, or got hit by that torpedo.
Enemy ship sunk.
Also, if I press L2, you can see my reticle changes from a circle to a square. This is basically free aiming, so that you don't have to aim where the game... You don't have to lock onto your enemies anymore, which is nice. Well, it's really only nice for shooting at either things on land or for shooting at aircraft. Those are your two main purposes for this. But it really does help, because if you noticed earlier when I was just doing this, it leads them like way too much most of the time, like that. So it definitely helps to switch your reticle to this mode where you can just free aim. Let's follow the aircraft home, because I bet that one at least is on its way home to land. There we go. That was a nice shot for my cannons there. I definitely got to dodge those torpedoes. Your machine guns, when they're in auto-fire mode, your machine gun's reload time is a lot slower. Or, well, it's a lot longer. So, when you fire them, they're fine, but when you're... when they're in auto-fire mode, they really slow down a lot. Is this the carrier right over here? It sure is. He's about to have a bad day. Hey, buddy. How you doing? You, about to have a really unfortunate year. Fire the torpedoes! Oh, yeah. Torpedo over outside. Yeah, I'm running low on torpedoes. I'm assuming these torpedoes is like the lowest ammo capacity thing that I've even been using this time around here. Alrighty, enemy plane, come here. The last thing I need to kill before I feel good leaving. Ah. Come here, you. Come here. Come on. Where are you going? Where are you flying off to? I got some more fight left in me. Come back here. Maybe we'll just let him go. Yep, we got all the secondary objectives. Let's go ahead and leave. And remember Warship Gunner 1 where you had to sail out of the sector? Oddly enough, the game that came before Warship Gunner 1 had a feature that allows you to withdraw from the sector without sailing out of it. But
we were successful in taking out the enemy's harbor facility. Unfortunately, now the enemy knows we're here. We must rendezvous with our allies as soon as possible to resolve this situation.
They decided not to implement that into Warship Gunner 1 for some reason. Ta-da! So, thing about ranking in this game, all of those stats that you see on the left there, the 4 stats, objectives, enemies sunk, life, and escorts. That's what determines your rank at the end of a mission. Life is just how much health you have left at the end of the battle when you withdraw. Objectives is how many of the primary and secondary objectives you completed. Enemies sunk is misleading. It says sunk, but what it really means is enemies destroyed on the entire map, including building. Every single building on the map. Which is why we only got 53%, even though we sunk maybe everything but a couple of PT boats and that one plane. So, getting an S rank is much, much, much harder in this game. And much like Worship Gunner, you do get a huge money bonus, which is a good incentive to try and get an S rank, but it's not easy. Especially not your first time through a mission. Escorts, I'm not exactly sure what that has to do with your grade, but I'm assuming if you bring less escorts, you get a higher rank. Or maybe it's how many escorts you have left at the end of the battle. If you have all of them, maybe you get a better rank. I'm not sure. But here's our points acquired anyways. Huzzah. Points are regular points, not experience points, I think go towards your rank. So there's that. We got some funds and a little bit of XP, which is also nice. We didn't pick up any parts crates, so oh, and there are rank specific rewards as well, such as this. We got a big battleship sized gun that we won't get to use for a very, very, very long time. Huzzah, right? So, that's that. There's probably some story stuff next, if I had to guess. .35cm gun that we can't use. Cool. No story stuff, so that's fine. Electronics is actually kind of a huge, huge thing in this game. I happen to have the little booklet that came with the game, and I was just looking through it before I started, just out of curiosity. Just to get 25cm guns, just 25cm, nothing crazy, nothing extreme. You have to have electronics level 12 and weapon level 4. So, however that makes sense. But yeah, so electronics are, as far as researching, well, most things, especially weapons, electronics is actually a very important upgrade path to go. So we're going to take one weapon and one electronics right now. We got some new torpedoes. We got some machine guns, bigger machine guns, and that's it. And this is one of the grueling parts of the game, is the research is not kind to you at all. They don't like you. And they will not be kind to you for trying to research things. All I really care about doing on the ship right now is replacing those machine guns. So we're gonna go buy, what, 4 pair of those new machine guns? Actually, I'm gonna buy 5 pair, because I want to put on 1 extra pair of machine guns. So we're gonna go over here and purchase armament, machine guns, and this guy. 5 pair is 10, like so. And yep, let's go back to armament and machine guns, exchange for these ones. Like so. Yep, there we go. And then of course I'm also, like I said, I was going to add 1 more pair right there. There we go. We're doing 33.5 knots, which is not great. I probably should have researched something in engines. Maybe would have been a good idea, but I wonder. I'm curious here. Let's see. I don't exactly mean to do that, but whatever I suppose. Let's see. I want to. This is going a little slow. Well. Nope. First, I gotta go buy another one. No. I need to go and buy 1 more boiler. Yep, there we go, 1 more boiler. And this. And we want to go... Oh. Well. Never mind then. That's out the window. We're gonna just turn these guys around and put them right back where they were. Just like that. Yep. Alright. Our ship is even slightly slower now. But we have one extra pair of machine guns. And they're all bigger machine guns now. Hooray. I guess. I mean, the size of the machine gun doesn't really matter for intercepting torpedoes, which is the main reason I want them. But, yeah. For dealing with planes, I have the main guns, which are, quite frankly, just much better. Anyways, that'll do it for this episode of Naval Ops Commander. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next one.